Instead, let us try this way. Integration of I is equal to integration of 2x minus 1 by square root of 4x minus 4x squared, right? 4x minus 4x squared dx. So what I'll do is I'll take this 4x minus 4x squared as t. So on integrating on both sides, I'll get 4 minus 8x dx is equal to dt. Is equal to dt. Or let me take 4 outside, I'll get it as 1 minus 2x dx is equal to dt. Or we have 2x minus 1 in the numerator. So let me take minus symbol outside. So minus 4, 2x minus 1 dx is equal to dt by 4. Or 2x minus 1 dx will become dt by minus 4. So 2x minus 1 into dx will be equal to dt by minus 4. So that would give you integration of, I'll take dt, okay, let us now substitute and take minus dt by 4 by root t. Or let us take 1 by 4 outside, minus 1 by 4 dt by root t, which is nothing but minus 1 by 4. Same way as we did before, let us take t to the power of minus half. So t to the power of minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1, which is nothing but minus 1 by 4 t to the power of half by half, or which is equal to minus of 1 by 4 into 2 into root t, or substituting back for t, you'll get it as root t. You'll get it as root of, we took t as 4x minus 4x squared. So 4x minus 4x squared by 2, or we can even take 2 or 4 outside. Square root of 4 will become 2. So 2 root of x minus x squared by 2 plus c. So root of x minus x squared. Let's see which option is correct. You can see that it is nothing but, he has kept it that way only. He has not changed actually. Minus of 1 by 2 root of 4x minus 4x squared plus c. So he is not changed. So option D is correct. Actually, we have come simplified this, right? He has left the, okay, a minus symbol is here, right? So, yeah. So he has not done this. So let us not do this. So we can leave the answer here as minus of root of 4x minus 4x squared by 2. So option D is correct. All right. Next, 66th one. Integration of e to the power of 2x by 1 plus e to the power of x. Integration of, let I be equal to e to the power of 2x divided by 1 plus e to the power of x dx. So here we can now, this also can be solved by the method of substitution. So what I'll do is I will take e to the power of 2x, let me take it as e to the power of x into e to the power of x, okay, by 1 plus e to the power of x dx. Now let me take e to the power of x as t, sorry, 1 plus e to the power of x as t. Yeah, e to the power of x plus t would give you, when I differentiate on both sides, I'll get e to the power of x dx is equal to dt. So that would be, now substituting, you will get it as integration of t. This is now going to be t minus 1 because it is e to the power of x dx. For 1 e to the power of x dx, we can substitute dt. For the other e to the power of x, it is now going to be t minus 1. So let me put it as t minus 1 dt by t. Or let me separate it. I'll get it as 1 minus 1 by t dt. On integrating, I'll get it as t minus log t plus c. Substituting back for log, sorry, t, you'll get it as, we took t as 1 plus e to the power of x. So 1 plus e to the power of x minus log of 1 plus e to the power of x plus c. Let's see which option is correct. E to the power of x plus log of 1 plus e to the power of x. Wait, yeah, minus log of 1 plus e to the power of x plus c. So you can see B option is the correct answer. Next, coming to the 67th one, cos theta is equal to integration of, let I be equal to integration of cos theta divided by 1 plus sine square theta. 1 plus sine square theta. This is quite simple. Let us take sine theta to be equal to t. So differentiating on both sides, you'll get cos theta d theta. So this is cos theta d theta is equal to 2t. Substitute, you get it as dt by 1 plus t square. This is in the form integration of dx by x squared plus a squared, which is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of x. So this is now going to be equal to tan inverse of t plus c. Now substituting back for t, you get it as sin theta, tan inverse of sin theta plus c. Let's see which option is correct. Tan inverse of sin theta plus c. So option C is correct. 68. Integration of r tan x dx. R tan x is nothing but tan inverse of. You can write r tan x as tan inverse of x. So I is equal to integration of tan inverse of x dx. This can be done by the method of integration by parts. Let us take u to be equal to tan inverse of x. So du will become 1 by 1 plus x squared. Let dv be equal to dx. Integrating on both sides, you'll get v is equal to x. Now we know the formula is ub minus integration of v du. U is tan inverse of x. V is x minus integration of v du. X into 1 by 1 plus x squared dx. Now this is going to be simple. X tan inverse of x minus. Now I can take 1 plus x squared as t. That will give me 2x dx is equal to dt, or x dx is equal to dt by 2, which is nothing but, so 1 by 2, let me take outside. So that is now going to be dt by 2, dt by t. On integrating, we'll get it as x tan inverse of x minus half into log t plus. Now substituting back for t, we took t as 1 plus x squared. So that gives you x tan inverse of x minus half log 1 plus x squared plus c. That is the final answer. So let's see which option is correct. So x tan inverse of minus half log 1 plus x squared plus c. So tan inverse, they have taken it as arc. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. Next, going to the 69th one. Integration of dx by 1 minus integration of dx by 1 minus e to the power of x. Here, let us take e to the power of x. It's given as 1 minus e to the power of x . 1 minus e to the power of x. So if I take So let's see which method we can solve this now. It is now going to be, I can take 1 minus e to the power of x as t. Yeah, 1 minus e to the power of x as t. So that will give me minus e to the power of x dx is equal to dt. All right. So we have minus e to the power of x. So, but in the numerator, we have only dx. So what I'll do is, I'll take in the place of dx, we can write it as dt by minus e to the power of x. All right. So, but what is minus e to the power of x? Minus e to the power of x is nothing but t minus 1. So that would be dt by t minus 1 by t. Okay. So the whole expression now reduces this way. We are taking 1 minus e to the power of x as t. Differentiating on both sides, you get minus e to the power of x dx is equal to dt, or dx is equal to dt by minus e to the power of x. So from this expression, we can now take minus e to the power of x as t minus 1. So that is what I've done. Okay. Now, this can be written as integration of dt by t into t minus 1. Now let us resolve this into partial fractions. So 1 by t into t minus 1 is equal to a by t plus b by t minus 1. Or a into t minus 1 plus b into t is equal to 1. So now equating the coefficient of like terms, you can see that for t, you'll get it as a plus b is equal to 0. Let us have that as one equation. Now, when you equate the constant term, you get it as minus a is equal to 1. Minus 1 second, children. Is it, yeah, 1. Or a is equal to minus 1. So therefore, this clearly implies b should be equal to plus 1. So therefore, you can rewrite this as integration of a is minus 1, right? So minus 1 by t dt plus integration of b is 1 by t minus 1 dt. On integration, we get this as minus log t plus log of t minus 1 plus c, or in logarithms, whenever you have a 1 minus and a negative symbol, you can as well divide it, right? So that will be log of t minus 1 by t plus c. Now substituting back for t, what did we take t as? We took t as 1 minus e to the power of x. So we can rewrite this as log of e to the power of 1 minus e to the power of x, 1 minus e to the power of x, minus 1 by 1 minus e to the power of x plus c, or 1 and 1 will get cancelled. So you can get log of minus e to the power of x by 1 minus e to the power of x, or now that becomes log of 1 minus e to the power of x by e to the power of x plus. Let's see which option is correct. So basically, we have both of them to be in the negative symbol. All right. Here, in this case, what I can do is, here itself, let me substitute and then simplify. That will make things easier. Actually, minus log t plus log of t minus 1 plus c. Is it not? Here itself, I'll substitute the value for t. So that will give you minus log of t is nothing but 1 minus e to the power of x plus log of 1 minus e to the power of x minus 1 plus c. So here 1 and 1 will get cancelled. So what do you get now? Minus log of 1 minus e to the power of x minus log of e to the power of x. Let's see which option is correct. He says it is nothing but log of e to the power of x. Log of e to the power of x is nothing but 1. So here itself actually we can do it. So it is now going to be log of e to the power of x is simply 1. Oh, sorry, x. Log of e to the power of x is now going to be simply x. So that would give you minus log of 1 minus e to the power of x minus x. So that is what is given here. See x minus log of, or you can take it as minus of minus, see, e to the power of x, right? So that will become minus. So minus of minus, that becomes a plus here. So x minus log of 1 minus e to the power of x plus c is the final. So this is going to be the final answer. So option B is that x minus log of 1 minus e to the power of x plus c. So you can see slightly tricky problem. Okay. You can do it and see it. All right. Now coming to the 70th one, 2 minus y the whole square by 4 root y dy. Integration of 2 minus y the whole square dy divided by 4 root y. Now, in this case, I will expand and divide each term by 4 root 5. So that will give you integration of 4 minus 4y plus y squared by 4 root y dy. Now I'll divide each term. So 4 by 4 root y minus integration of 4y by 4 root y plus y squared, integration of y squared by 4 root y dy. Or you can see that 4 and 4 will get cancelled. Here also 4 and 4 will get cancelled. So I can write this as integration of 1 by root y dy minus, this can be written as 1 minus half. 1 minus half is nothing but half. So y to the power of 1 minus half. So that will give you half, y to the power of half, or root y dy. And here this can be written as 1 by 4 integration of 2 minus half. 2 minus half will give you y to the power of 3 by 2. Now we can integrate separately. So y to the power of, we can write this as y to the power of minus half. So y to the power of minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1. And this will now become y to the power of half plus 1 by half plus 1. And this will now become 1 by 4 into y to the power of 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1. So that will give you. So now we know minus half plus 1 is half. So this y to the power of half by half minus, this will become y to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 plus 1 by 4 into y to the power of 5 by 2 by 5. So that now becomes 2y, or I'll write it as 2 root y. 2 root y. And now this becomes minus 2 by 3 into y root y. And now this becomes 1 by 4 into 2 by 5 into y to the power of 5 into. Or I can cancel this 4 and 2 here. So that will now become 2 root y minus 2 by 3 y root y plus 1 by 2 y to the power of 5 into. Let's see which option is correct. You can see 2 root y minus 2 by 3 y to the power of 3. So he has kept it as y to the power of 3 by 2 plus 8 by 5 y to the power of 5 by 2. 8 by 5. Oh, 8 by 5. When it comes. So we can see that it is nothing but y to the power, I'm sorry, 2 into 5 will become 10 children. I forgot to put that. So that will be 1 by 10. So you can see option C is, option D is correct. So 2y to the power of r minus 2 by 3 y to the power of 3 by 2 plus 1 by 10 y to the power of 5. So option D is the correct answer. Hello children. We'll do some more MCQs related to integral calculus in continuation with the previous one. Coming to the 61st question, integration of 1 minus ln t the whole squared by t dt. Let us now solve this. So, integration of 1 minus ln t the whole squared divided by t dt. Here, let me take 1 minus ln t as u. So when I differentiate on both sides, I'll get it as minus 1 by t dt is equal to d. So now this becomes t squared dt. You have a minus symbol, so let me take the negative symbol outside. So that gives you minus of t cubed by 3 plus c. Substitute back for t, you get it as minus of 1 minus ln t the whole squared. Sorry, ln t 8. Yeah, ln t by 3 plus. Let's see which option is correct. You can see that 1 minus 3, 1 by 3 into 1 minus ln t, the whole cube plus c. Option A is the correct answer. No, children, option D is the correct answer because we have a negative symbol, right? We have a negative symbol outside. So minus of 1 minus ln t, the whole cube by 3 plus c is the correct answer. So option D is the correct answer. 62nd question. Integration of u secant squared u du. Integration of u secant squared u du. Now this can be done by the method of integration by parts. You know, the solution is uv minus integration of v du. Let us take u to be u. So to avoid confusion, let me take it as b. So let u be t. So differentiating on both sides, I'll get du is equal to d. And secant squared u du. So secant squared u du is equal to dv. Integrating on both sides, I'll get it as tan u is equal to v. Now we know uv. So here we can take it as tv minus integration of tv. tv minus. So it is now going to be in the form of t dv is equal to integration of tv minus, sorry, tv minus integration of v dt. All right. So let us substitute the values. T is nothing but u into tan u minus integration of tan u into d. Integration of tan, we all know, is nothing but minus log of cos u plus c, or it now becomes u tan u plus log cos u plus c. Let's see which option is correct. You can see u tan u plus ln cos u plus c. Option A is the correct answer. 63rd, 2x plus 1 by 4 plus x squared dx. 2x integration of 2x plus 1 divided by 4 plus x squared dx. Now, let me separate this. I'll write it as 2x by x squared plus 4 dx plus integration of 1 by x squared plus 4 dx. So, in this case, let me take x squared plus 4 to be t, then I'll get 2x dx is equal to dt. So, when I substitute, I'll get it as dt by t plus integration of 1 plus x squared plus 4 dx. This is nothing but log t plus this is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse. So 1 by a is nothing but a squared is 4, so a is 2. So 1 by 2 tan inverse of x by 2. You know, dx by integration of dx by x squared plus a squared is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Here a is 2, so 1 by 2 tan inverse of x by 2 plus c. Let us substitute back for t now. We took t as x squared plus 4. So that now becomes log of x squared plus t, sorry, x squared plus 4, I'm sorry, x squared plus 4 plus half tan inverse of x by 2 plus c. Let's see which option is correct. C. Option. So we get ln x squared plus 4 plus half tan inverse of x by 2 plus c. So C is the correct option. Going to the 64, integration of 1 minus x by root of 1 minus x squared. Integration of, let I be equal to integration of 1 minus x by root of 1 minus x squared dx. Same way, let me separate this. 1 by root of 1 minus x squared minus integration of x by root of 1 minus x squared dx. Clearly, the first one is the form root of a squared minus x squared, which is nothing but sine inverse of x. Sine inverse of x minus. Here, we can solve this by the method of substitution. Let me take 1 minus x squared as t. So I'll get it as 2 minus 2x dx is equal to dt, or x dx is equal to minus dt by 2. Let us substitute that. So that will give you minus dt by 2 root t, or this is equal to sine inverse of x, minus of minus is now going to become plus 1 by 2 integration of dt by root t, or on integration that gives you sine inverse of x plus half into, this is nothing but, we can write this as t to the power of minus half, right? So t to the power of minus half on integration will give you t to the power of, sorry, t to the power of minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1 plus c, which is nothing but sine inverse of x plus half into minus half plus 1 will give you half. So when it goes to the numerator, it will become 2 into t to the power of half plus c Substituting back for t, what did we take t as? We take t as 1 minus x squared. So here this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So sine inverse of x plus root of 1 minus x squared plus. Let's see which option is correct. Option C is correct. Sine inverse of x plus root of 1 minus x squared plus c. So option C is correct. Coming to the 65th one, integration of 2x minus 1 by root of 4x minus 4x squared dx. Let's quickly solve this. Here, integration of 2x minus 1 by root of 4x minus 4x squared dx. Now, same way, let us actually, we'll have to analyze how we can do this. What we can do is, if I take x outside, that will give you integration of 2x minus 1. I can take 4 outside, 4x outside, right? So that will give you 2. Square root of 4 will become 2 root x into root of 1 minus x squared. All right. So now I can separate this as integration of, now here what I can do is, I can take